We will be starting soon. I apologize for being a little late, but you know the difficulty you have getting your own middle school student out the door in the morning on time for the bus. We are attempting to line up 330 eighth graders alphabetically, so be patient. As loud as I can get the music. You need to turn up the volume of the speaker system. We're ready, Sarah. Sarah, everybody ready? Sarah, everybody ready? Where'd they all go on me?
Ready.
Please welcome the Goff Middle School class of 2025, led by our Goff faculty and staff. Come on, Goff faculty and staff. Our eighth grade students will be led by our three assistant principals, Ms. Sarah Hoffman, Mr. Riley O'Malley, and Mrs. Mahoney. If everybody could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing for the singing of our national anthem, which will be performed by members of our 8th grade chorus. Good evening, esteemed parents, dedicated faculty and staff, cherished families, and most importantly, our amazing 8th grade students. It is with immense pride and heartfelt joy that we come together tonight to recognize and honor the achievements of our 8th grade class. This evening marks an important step in your journey, not just as students, but as thoughtful, capable, and compassionate young people ready to embrace new challenges. To our parents and our families, thank you. You have endured the roller coaster of middle school. Mood swings, you survived the moment when your child says, I have a project due tomorrow. And you have supported your students through all the highs and lows of middle school. Your encouragement, your rides to early morning band practices, your steadfast belief in your kids, your ongoing support in every late night study session, every encouraging word, and your partnership with our school have helped make this night possible, and we are deeply grateful to all of you. To our faculty and staff, your dedication has shaped the minds and hearts of our students in profound ways. You not only taught lessons in math, science, history, and language, but also in perseverance, curiosity, and responsibility. Thank you for lighting the path and encouraging every student to walk it with confidence and care. And to our students, this is your moment, but let's be honest for a moment and admit that middle school is its own unique universe. It's the only place where you can go from solving an algebraic equation one period to panicking over which lunch table your friends are sitting at the next period. It's a place where opening your locker within the 3-minute passing time without triggering an avalanche of crumpled papers or having a panic attack feels like a major life accomplishment, especially when you just started at Goff as 6th graders. You've worked hard, you pushed yourselves, even when it was difficult, you asked questions, you sought answers. You've grown in many ways, even beyond the classroom. You learned the importance of doing your best, not to be perfect, but to give everything your best effort with honesty and integrity. You've also begun to understand something even deeper, that real learning isn't just about facts. It's about reasoning, thinking clearly, seeking truth. In a world that can often feel rushed and divided, remember the power of kindness. I challenge each of you to be the person that lifts others up, who listens, who leads with empathy. Never underestimate the impact of a thank you and expressing gratitude to your family, your teachers, and friends, as it strengthens relationships and reminds us all that we're in this together. Tonight is a celebration, but it's also a beginning. High school is your next chapter, and it's full of responsibility. I challenge you to go into it with open minds, open hearts, and a renewed determination to grow, work hard, and do what's right. We are proud of you, not for just what you've done, but who you are becoming. Congratulations, Goff Middle School, class of 2025. Let's begin this elevation celebration with pride, purpose, and joy. Thank you, and let's the celebration begin. Just keep going. You're up next. At this time, I would like to. Okay. At this time, I would like to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Jeffrey Simons. I also want to add the fact that Mr. Simons is retiring in a few days after serving the East Greenbush Central School District community for 9 years. Mr. Simons.
Good evening, everyone. I first want to begin by congratulating all of our 8th graders on what you have accomplished over the last 3 years. You have dedicated yourselves to transitioning successfully through middle school, taking on the opportunities to learn, to grow, and to challenge yourselves. One of the reasons that we have this elevation celebration here at Columbia High School, and it has been a tradition to have this event here, is because it gives our students maybe the first opportunity to begin thinking about what they can do to make their high school experience a tremendous success for themselves. Take a look around here. Look at the banners. Lots of opportunities for students to participate in sports. Many opportunities to participate in clubs and activities. So each time a new class of incoming 9th graders, which you will be very shortly, crosses the threshold of the steps of Columbia High School, it's up to you to decide what you're going to do, how you're going to contribute, and what you're going to make out of your high school experience. See, what you put into your education, what you put into your social activities will result in what you get out of them. So what I'm going to say tonight is that I encourage you to make new friends as you transition to high school, to get involved in activities beyond your responsibilities in your classrooms, to start to begin to think about how can I feel an opportunity to be a part of something that makes me feel happy, something that makes me feel special, and something that makes me want to do the best that I can every day in this wonderful high school called Columbia High School. So that's my challenge to you. My gratitude to all of the teachers and the staff, those that are here tonight to celebrate the success of our 8th graders. We have a terrific group of teachers and support staff at Goff Middle School, so I want to thank you for what you have done to get the students to where they are today. And our parents who are here, our guardians who are here, our caregivers, our uncles, our aunts, our grandparents, our special adults, thank you for supporting these students to the success that brings them here today. Education is a team sport. School teachers, administrators, support staff have to work in tandem with families in order to ensure that kids are successful. And I thank each and every one of you who are here and those maybe that are supporting the kids behind the scenes for what you've done to help the children be so successful. Thank you all and congratulations. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to invite our Student Council President, Ria Mancharami, to the microphone to share her reflections.
Thank you, Mr. McHugh. Good evening. I'd like to welcome all the students, parents, teachers, administrators, and the siblings who arrived to be here. So, this is it, the end of middle school, the finish line of 3 chaotic, hilarious, dramatic, and mildly scarring years. We survived the hallway traffic jams, broken Chromebooks, weekend homework, and the lockers, which we can all swear have a mind of their own. Let's go back to the beginning, to 6th grade. Remember that first day? We were so lost and confused. Everything was new. A new school that came with new people, new classes, and new responsibilities. And worst of all, there wasn't a playground at recess anymore. We were small, awkward, and convinced that 8th graders were grown adults. Meanwhile, we carried our schedule in our hands to every class, not knowing where anything was. Before we knew it, we settled in, and we made it through the first year. Then came 7th grade. The middle child. We weren't really in charge yet, but we knew what we were doing, for the most part at least. It came with new challenges, such as school sports, having to learn a new language, and for some, accelerated subjects. We were figuring out the school layout. Instead of opening our locker on the 10th try, we got it on the 1st or 2nd. We still made mistakes. We forgot to do our homework, forgot to wear sneakers the day we had gym, or wore a hoodie when it was 90 degrees out. We were still learning, not just academically, but socially. We learned how to talk to people, make new friends, and some of us started raising our hands, voluntarily. That's growth if you ask me. And then 8th grade. Now we were the leaders. Not the middle child, not the babies, the leaders. We knew where everything was. We stood up for ourselves. And instead of rushing into class to beat the bell, we waited at our lockers until the last second. Yet we still had our awkward moments. We stayed up all night doing homework just for it not to be graded and only checked. We still panicked over quizzes and tests. We still knocked our water bottle off our desk when the class was silent. But we weren't as embarrassed anymore. We were doing it with confidence. We won't remember every mistake we made, every time we fell down the stairs, every missing assignment. We remember the people we sat next to. The people we sat next to. And the inside jokes and the friends that we will carry with us throughout our lives. As for sports, playing volleyball and basketball were some of the best parts of middle school for me. Sports taught me teamwork, leadership, and how to have fun with some of my favorite people. When I'm on the court, everything else disappears. The stress, the tests, the drama, it all fades. It's just me, my team, and the game. It is where I felt the freest and most like myself. To the younger siblings or cousins, you are probably wondering when I would stop talking so you can go home and play on your iPad. But just a few years ago, many of us were like you. It seems like yesterday I had to skip my basketball practice to go and watch my brother at his moving up ceremony. I remember thinking, I can't wait to get to middle school. Now I'm wondering where all the time has gone. Believe it or not, it goes fast, like weirdly fast. 1 minute, you're asking where your first period class is, and the next, you're up here in itchy dress clothes, giving a speech, graduating, pretending to be okay while internally freaking out about high school. It is crazy to think that in 2 years, most of us will be driving. The roads better watch out because that's a scary thought. And in 4 years, we will be graduating from high school. Time does fly, so enjoy it. Don't blink. Now, the thanks. Thank you to our teachers. You survived us. Enough said. You taught us so much. You answered the same question 15 times in one class, told us what page in our textbook we were on, even when it was written in big letters on the board. Thank you for never giving up on us, even when we want to give up on ourselves. To the staff who opened jam lockers every day, cleaned up water spills in the hallway, or picked out the lunch trays from the garbage when people put them in there, I thank you all too. Thank you to my coaches for not only helping me become a better athlete, but also a better person. To all the parents and guardians, thank you for the rides, the reminders, did you study? And thank you for the emergency target runs when working on a project last minute. We couldn't have done this without you. To my friends, thank you for helping me throughout the years. You made middle school not only bearable, but unforgettable. Every single one of you. Whether it was helping me pick an outfit, quizzing me in the 3 minutes we had before class, or explaining a math problem in a language I can actually understand. Finally, to the class of 2029, we made it. We are leaving middle school as completely different people than when we started. Taller, smarter, and with a better fashion sense. Well, most of us. We are heading to high school, where we will be freshmen, babies again, the lost ones. Instead of 3 hallways divided by grade, there will be so many more. But we will survive that, too, because middle school prepared us. It prepared us for change, for challenges, for figuring things out, even when we don't really know what we're doing. Now, let's get out of here. Have an amazing summer. Goodbye, middle school. And high school, ready or not, here we come.
Great job, Rhea. At this time, we have a long-standing tradition at Howard L. Goff Middle School. When you walk the hallways, you see class boards displayed in the hallways. Each year, the departing class of Goff Middle School creates a board. Last year, I had the honor of having my picture of my head in a toilet. I was thrilled this year to see that that wasn't the case. So at this time, Rhea, Madeline Tedesco, Megan Barry, Julia Crisanda, and Paige Wagner, if you would like to come and get the class board behind me and display it to the rest of your class. Okay. And that board will be displayed in Goff Middle School. Lots of times our graduates return to Goff Middle School to find their class board. Great job. Thank you, ladies. At this time, Mrs. Mahoney and Mrs. Hoffman, our house principals, will get ready for the presentation of certificates. I'd like to call Miss Jennifer Fye and Mrs. Monica Barnes. I'm sorry, I'm going out of order here. At this time, I almost forgot our News Channel 13 top teacher. I'm a little frazzled at this moment, but at this time, Mrs. Barnes.
Class of 2029, I am so excited to be able to speak to you this evening. Over the years as an English teacher, I've learned that there are some units that are an absolute home run with my students. These are the units that I can always rely on to engage and excite my classes, and they are the lessons I most look forward to teaching. For me, this unit has always been The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. Every fall when my English classes start reading this book, there is a definite buzz in my classroom and around the halls. In fact, even when I tell parents at open house that we will be reading The Outsiders, I can see their eyes light up as they remember their own experience in school with this story. Over time, through generations, this book has become more than a unit. It has become a rite of passage, something that every middle schooler needs to experience before moving on to high school. Now, you might be thinking, what makes this book so special? Is it the plot twists? Is it the themes of friendship and loyalty? When I think about what makes this book so powerful, it's not as complicated as all that. In fact, the heart of it is the main character, Ponyboy Curtis. Throughout the story, Ponyboy tells us about his tough home life, what his high school is like, and how he has made many mistakes along the way. But what makes him different is he doesn't hide these mistakes. In fact, he openly talks about them. He tells us how he is overly emotional, how he messes up in his classes, and even how he pushes away people who try to help him. Throughout his journey, we watch as he repeatedly stumbles and falls. And in the end, after all his mistakes, he rises up and tells us his story. He is wiser because of his experiences. He doesn't try to be some perfect version of what he thinks people expect. Instead, Ponyboy is proudly an outsider, and we admire him because of it. In 2025, we live in a world where the idea of being perfect is almost worshipped, and making mistakes is sometimes seen as weak. We see images online or watch quick videos that tell us that we need to be and do everything at the highest level. We begin to believe we would be a happier person if we scored the most goals in a game, got the lead in the play, or had the most expensive clothes. Next year, as you begin high school, I want you to drown out these voices in your head. And remember that, like Ponyboy, the best part about you is that you are not perfect. In fact, when you make mistakes, that is where the magic happens. It is in those moments that you take risks, try new things, and get to have new experiences. It is in those moments that you build your character and gain the confidence and the strength you didn't realize you had. So go ahead. I encourage you to make mistakes. Big ones, little ones, the kind that make you roll your eyes and start all over again. Because every mistake is part of your plot. And every time you get back up, you're becoming the author of something magical, your unique story. You are lucky to have gone to Goff Middle School. You have had the most wonderful teachers, counselors, and principals who have done everything they can to get you ready for this moment. Now it's up to you. You can spend your next 4 years playing it safe and dodging mistakes, or you can decide to take some risks, stumble, and embrace the opportunity to get back up stronger than ever. And in the end, I hope that, like Ponyboy and the Outsiders, you create your own story at Columbia High School. Make sure that in your plot, you leave some room for mistakes, because then your story will be uniquely yours and the best one you could ever tell. Congratulations, everyone. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Mrs. Barnes. At this time, we are going to begin the presentation of certificates. We may have to take a pause during this, but at this time, our House principals, Mrs. Mahoney and Mrs. Hoffman, if you could get ready with the certificates. And at this time, if Mrs. Jen Phi and Mrs. Monica Barnes could start the presentation of certificates. Please hold your applause until all of our graduates have been announced. we are going to just pause the presentation of certificates. I appreciate everybody's patience. Okay, we are going to begin the presentation of certificates. We're going to begin that now. We may have to pause during it, but we're going to start right now. Thank you.
Hello. Just Kendall Adams.
Danielle Agar.
Awab Amat.
Olivia Ajo Ramos.
Avani Akula.
Phoebe Allard.
Jack Allen.
Morgan Alley.
Jedediah Anderson.
Mackenzie Anderson.
Lynn Aung.
Gianna Ayaton.
Hannah. Hannah Babbage.
Kelly Babbage.
Gregory Ballenberger.
Megan Berry.
Veronica Battistoni.
Charlotte Beardsley.
Emily.
Gabriel Beeler.
Brooke Belleville.
Grayson Berardi.
Caden Best.
Kai Best.
Seher Bhatti.
Hannah Bilawa.
Parker Bivens.
Aiden Bizarro.
Madeline Blau.
Giovanni Blatt.
Christopher Bombard.
Matthew Bombard.
Andrew Bombard.
Amaya Bonner.
Indira Bonner.
Keegan Bonner.
Mela Bonner.
Jacob Bauer.
James Boyer.
Andrew Bradley.
Molly Brassel.
Dylan Brown.
Jaden Brown.
Braden Bruce.
Isabella Brunel Chambers.
Jackson Bryden.
Treza
Addison Buckley.
Zachary Cater.
Hunter Calderon.
James Campbell.
Eamon Carafello.
Genevieve Carbonero.
Giuseppe Carbonero.
Juan Castro.
Peyton Charland.
Tyler Charland.
Joshua Chaudhry.
Colby Chen.
Victoria Christakis.
Benjamin Clark.
Mason Clark.
Ayana Clark Brown.
Molly Coleman.
Bella Calandra.
Sylvia Colling.
Margot Collins.
Noah Commander.
Christina Connolly.
Rafael Corbacero.
Sophia Cottrell.
Charlotte Courtwright.
Audrey Creel.
Ryan Crozier.
Caitlin Crothers.
Dominic Cunningham.
Athen Delfino.
Ava D'Ambrosi.
Juliana Davis.
Michael Delano.
Alondra De Leon.
Avery DeLuca.
Emma DeSocio.
Breda Dewey.
Owen DeBell.
Lanya Dickey.
Jordan Dixon.
Lucas Doolin.
Tristan Earl.
Connor Edick.
Joseph Edick.
Bianca Elliott.
Gabriella Everett.
Ethan Farcher.
Caleb Fedorowicz.
Fancy Furnett.
Haley Figueroa.
Ethan Fisher.
Jacoby Fitzgerald.
Lucas Forand.
Justin Ford.
Isabella Francis.
Cadence Freeman.
Jeremiah Frempong.
Cecile Jarrett.
Abigail Gabriel.
Darian Galarno.
Giada Galarno.
Isabella Galligan.
Aurora Garcia.
Italia Garcia.
Mayanara Garcia.
Jenna Garner.
Austin Gaudet.
Caden Janito.
Lauren Germano.
Mia Germano.
Hunter Germond.
Jeffrey Gildart.
Kendall Glasser.
Prasanth Gopinath.
Thatcher Gorman.
Colin Graham.
If our students could just be seated, we're going to take a short pause at this time. Thank you.
You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue on with the ceremony. Thank you for your patience. Just go on this. Yeah.
I don't know who was supposed to go next. I know what name I'm
Okay.
Eva Gross.
Adam Groves.
Jonah Gannett.
Anya Gutierrez Rijo.
Noah Hamilton.
Kyla Hamlin.
Ryan Hanks.
Luca Harris.
Adela Hastillo.
Avery Hallon.
Jalicia Hernandez.
Harper Higby.
Gabriella Hitt.
Soren Hoffman.
Soren Hogsberg.
Tora Holligan.
Kira Hooley.
Owen Hulsapple.
Fatia Imran.
Ileana Jackson.
Takaya Jackson.
Braden Jacob.
Sebastian Jagger.
Jackson Jarbo.
Aiden Jenkins.
Ani Jerian.
Dave John.
Philip Johnson.
Keith Kearns.
Sean Kenny.
Cormac Kerr.
Theo Kang.
Anthony Kiliani.
Madeline Kircher.
Rose Kirkwood.
Camden Kohler.
Harley Knitsky.
Cullen Krieger.
Julia Crisanda.
Devi Kumar.
Allison Kurek.
Nina Lacasse.
Carter LaGrave.
Tegan LaPlante.
Caden Laporta.
Samuel Levere.
Angel Lemons.
Pius Leon.
Tyler Lind Jr.
Maxwell Loper.
Louis Lombardi.
Kaylee Lopez.
Noah Mackey.
Griffin McLaughlin.
Nora Mahoney.
Sylvie Mangione.
Ria Mancharamani.
Leah Marble.
Erin Markham.
Shoko Maroney.
Madden Machak.
Allison McCready.
Maxwell McGowan.
Allison McKay Ganzowski.
Sierra McMahon.
Hakeem McNeil.
Nanditha Melam.
Abraham Meppen.
Liam Meppen.
Amelia Marriage.
Serena Messier.
Adam Miaski.
Trevor Middleton.
Connor Miller.
Jacob Miller.
Brody Minshell.
Monika Mittal.
Orion Mose.
Dominic Monterosso.
Natalie Mormondo.
Brandon Morris.
Jaden Morris.
Dominic Morrow.
Lucas Morrow.
Evan Mazden.
Callie Mosier.
Vivian Muller.
Samantha Mulligan.
Kylan Murdy.
Blake Murphy.
Tristan Murphy.
Lucas Murrow.
Henry Nahal.
Mason Nahal.
Colburn Michael Naples.
Ava Narkowitz.
Aiden Nieves.
Autumn Nish.
June Northrup.
Liam Ogden.
Annabelle O'Keefe.
Martina Orang.
Willa Osgood.
Christopher Osga.
Claire Osga.
Kushi Patel.
Tanya Paul.
Bradley Peck.
Eliana Pettinger.
Carmen Parati.
Michael Pearson.
Maggie Pisecki.
Henry Polito.
Reese Pinheiro.
Joseph Primo.
Alexei Polyakov.
Clara Putnam.
Kyle Prusky.
Elena Randall.
Ariana Racine.
Caden Rollins.
Margaret Louise Rapirep.
Gemro Reeves Jr.
David Rabune.
Juliana Reimers.
Ella Regan.
Madison Richburg.
Stella Reyes.
Alexandra Rizzo.
Rylan Rigney.
Sophia Rodriguez Pertilla.
Levi Rodriguez.
Caleb Romero.
Charlotte Romer.
Tara Rossback.
Mila Rosario.
Gianna Rotundo.
Olivia Roth.
Evan Russo.
Henry Rounds.
Josiah Russell.
Braden Russell.
Joseph Sachs.
Abik Sachan.
Kajmala Sahibzada.
Stella Sachs.
Richard Salvatore III.
Monty Salisbury.
Rajveer Satya.
Lorenzo Salvioli.
Trenton Sales.
Saeed Yunus.
Logan Sciatti.
Devin Shantz.
Rhiannon Seeley.
Tyler Seeberger.
Harper Siebert.
Adele Segovia.
Molly Shaw.
Fatmata Shah.
Logan Sheehan.
Kaylee Shear.
Ayla Sheridan.
Sophia Sheldon.
Jason Shuttleworth.
Sheba Murad.
Hope Silvernell.
Catherine Sikora.
Annika Smith.
Brady Simon.
Soren Smith.
Jameson Smith.
Anne Snow.
Carter Snavely.
Madison Stager.
Christian Sosa Vicente.
Shane Steeler.
Angelina Stevens.
Nicholas Sturgis.
Easton Stilson.
James Sweeney.
Jonathan Suwanto.
Kendra Zebkowski.
Danielle Sweet.
Thomas Tafor.
Carter Taft.
Madeline Tedesco.
Ryan Taney.
Emma Tether.
Elizabeth Tellez.
Makari Thauburn.
Parisa Thapa.
Margot Threet.
Isabel Thompson.
Vanessa Vasquez.
Kendall Turner.
Melania Vazana.
Adrian Vasquez Simmons.
Nayana Verma.
Jagger Vera Martinez.
Kara Vollmer.
Colin Vogel.
Paige Wagner.
Owen Voris.
Tate Wallace.
Nicole Wagoner.
Ethan Wang.
Mallory Walton.
Amira Warren.
Aaron Wakas.
Olivia White.
Elizabeth White.
Eli Williams.
Brian Williams.
Connor Wyant.
Chloe Williams.
Summer Yanoni.
William Shaw.
Celine Usadol.
Brianna Yaboa.
Julia Ziba.
Lydia Zarek. Nia Zwana.
Thank you. Thank you. How about one last round of applause for the Goff graduating class of 2025? Congratulations. A couple of real quick thank yous. I want to thank Mrs. Jude Schufelt, Mrs. Mary Weber, Mrs. Chrissy Desero, our secretaries that did a ton to set this up, to set our awards ceremony up that we've held previously. So a big round of applause for those three ladies that organized tonight. Eighth graders, you're still mine. You got one more assignment for you. Please stand up. We're going to show a little gratitude. Eighth graders, how about a round of applause for your parents and your families that have supported you. One more assignment. A round of applause for your hard-working faculty and staff that have dedicated the last 3 years to you. All right. Now I'm going to let you go to Columbia High School. At this time, I'm going to have our faculty and staff lead you out of the gymnasium. You are going to follow behind our faculty and staff. My sincere congratulations to all of you and your families. I wish you a very healthy and safe summer. Thank you very much. Go ahead, guys. Go.